Now we've been able to create bots and tasks. Let us learn how to launch this task. To launch a task or to automate a task you've already created, click on the menu over here and click on launcher mode. When you click on launcher mode, you're going to be presented with three launchers. Click on the free launcher. However, I would want to state that if you're driving traffic to your YouTube in order to make money from YouTube or AdSense or ADX, I would recommend you to always use the Pro. However, if what you just want to do is to monetize your YouTube channel, then the free is perfect. But don't ever use the free to make money on YouTube. They will disable your account. You can use it to get approved or monetized, but don't use it to earn. If you use it to earn, you will get disabled. However, if you use the paid versions, it's 100% safe. You won't have issues. So for the sake of this video, we want to get monetized. I'll click on the free random executor. Now it is safe to monetize, so you don't have any fear. Now the first thing is to choose the task you would want to be executing or automating. We already created a task on episode 4, so this task is already here. You can go watch episode 4 to understand better. Now the bot that will be executing this task, this is the name of the bots or the group of bots called monetization. If you don't understand what this means, just go watch episode 3 or part 3. I taught how to create bots. We created a group of bots and we called them monetization. Now, what we're simply going to do is to randomly pick any of the devices or any of the bots we had created and give them one of the tasks to execute. The software does this automatically, so we don't have to get involved. The only thing we need to do is to set the minimum bot we would want to be seeing along with the maximum bot we would want to see. So let's assume I want to see at least one iPhone, but I don't want to see more than two iPhones. So a maximum of two iPhones. I want to see one Android, but I don't want to see more than three Android. So what this simply means is that the software would pick one of these iPhone or two, but it won't pick more than two at the same time, and it would give them something to execute. It is only after one of them has finished executing, maybe it will now look okay, fine, one has executed, is remaining one. Okay, let me put another one. Then it can come up with another iPhone. But it would always make sure that at all times it doesn't have above two iPhones and it doesn't have below one iPhone. The Android simply says the same thing. At least one Android, but don't go above three Android. So this will just pick at least, 1 to 3 Android. It will head over to the task we had created, pick one of the tasks randomly, and give this Android to automate it. So now I've put in 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. I'll click on start. Now what happens now is that the software is already creating lots of profiles. So these are like browser profiles. This could be an iPhone, this could be an Android. Each and every one of these profiles are basically automating a task. For instance, it's automating this task over here and it's automating this task over here. The task we had created to automate is to open up a YouTube video and watch the video for a number of time. So if I leave this bot for a period of time, it will just practically keep opening as many iPhones and Android as it can or as you have set, and each time it opens any of them it will give them a task. If they finish executing the task, they will go off, it will pick up another one, it will give it a task, so it keeps on running around the clock. It doesn't stop. The only time it stops is when you click on stop. So if I click on stop, now the entire browsers that were opening all these YouTube videos are no more because I've actually shut all of them down in real time. Now, however, if I don't click on stop, they will keep on taking turns. For instance, if this is an iPhone, it could open up one of the YouTube videos I had programmed programmed it to automate. It will stay on that YouTube video for the amount of time I wanted it to stay within that time range. If it has gotten to the time range, it would close. Another one will open. Pick up another video. Might not be this one. Might be some other video I had also created. Watch it. When it has gotten to the limit, it will close. The cycle keeps repeating. Now, the problem with this whole approach is the fact that they all use one IP address. So practically, we are in a position where we are having lots of browsers open up our YouTube video, but these browsers are all opening it with just one IP address. Now, this is where NordVPN comes in. So NordVPN helps us to change our IP address at different interval. Now, if you're using one computer, it might not make perfect sense. You need as many computers as possible, and I would explain why. So let's say this is my computer. I will call this computer computer 1, which is this computer I'm currently using to run this. On this computer 1, I've installed NordVPN. When you install NordVPN on a computer and you log in, you can choose any location you want. So now I've logged into NordVPN on this computer. I can choose any location I would want my computer to be, cloning. So let's say I want to be coming in from the US. I can choose US. So now this simply means that this computer right now will be using a US IP. If I have another computer, I could go over to that computer and choose the UK. I could go over to another computer and choose Switzerland. So the more computers I have means I can go to any of these computers, install NordVPN on them, and put a different location. Now, the idea is to choose a particular location and start running the bot from that location.